In 2015, Barack Obama's administration gave this man one of the highest honors in government, the Presidential Rank Award, for leading record deportations. 534,000 convicted criminals removed. Over 920,000 total deportations in just 3 years. The Washington Post wrote, "Thomas Homan deports people, and he's really good at it." Fast forward to 2024. He's retired, out of government, done. And then, Joe Biden's border policies create the largest illegal immigration crisis in American history. Over 10.8 million encounters in 4 years. That's when Tom Homan came back. But now, as Donald Trump's border czar. Same person, doing the same job, with the same tactics. But now, half the country calls him a hero. The other half calls him a monster. What changed? Stick around. In around 10 minutes, you will understand what happened to immigration enforcement in America and why both parties can't be honest about it.
Entering this country illegally is a crime, and we're not going to forgive it.
Tom Homan is a career cop. Born in 1961 in West Carthage, New York, son and grandson of police officers. In 1983, he became a local cop in his hometown. In 1984, he joined the Border Patrol in California, in the San Diego sector. By the late 1990s, he was running investigations in Texas. In 2009, he moved to ICE headquarters in Washington. And in 2013, Barack Obama promoted him to Executive Associate Director of Enforcement and Removal Operations, the top deportation job in America. His job was simple: identify, arrest, detain, and remove people who were in the country illegally. And for the next decade, he did exactly that, through 3 presidents. Until one changed everything. Let's look at the numbers. Here's what the political debate never shows you: the actual timeline of border encounters. Under Trump, from 2017 to 2020, there were roughly 3 million total encounters nationwide. About 2.4 million at the southwest border. By 2020, illegal crossings had fallen to a 40 to 45-year low. Homan, as acting ICE director, helped drive that drop with aggressive enforcement. Then came Biden. You can't leave until you understand these numbers. From 2021 to 2024, there were over 10.8 million encounters nationwide, more than 8.7 million at the southwest border alone. That's almost 4 times the entire Trump administration in the same amount of time. Under Trump, the average was about 750,000 encounters per year. Under Biden, it jumped to about 2.7 million per year. But if you think our country is big enough to accommodate these numbers, you are not thinking of the broader consequences. Fentanyl seizures at the border exploded, from around 4,800 pounds in 2020 to over 27,000 pounds in 2023. That's almost 5 times more. Overdose deaths hit record highs, with fentanyl involved in roughly 70% of them. Interior deportations collapsed, and more than 2 million migrants are estimated to have gotten away without ever being caught. And that's why Tom Homan says Joe Biden is the first president to unsecure the border on purpose.
I worked for 6 presidents, starting with Ronald Reagan. Every president I ever worked for took steps to secure the border. Even Clinton and Obama took steps to secure the border because they clearly understood you can't have national security without border security. They got it. Joe Biden's the first president in history of the nation who came into office and unsecured the border on purpose.
So let's go back to where this story really starts, when everyone loved Tom Homan. From 2013 to 2015, under Barack Obama, Tom Homan ran the most aggressive immigration enforcement operation in modern history. 920,000 people were removed. More than half were convicted criminals. In 2014 alone, 98% of deportations met enforcement priorities. When tens of thousands of families surged across the border in 2014, Homan expanded family detention from 96 beds to over 3,000. He did it in an efficient, systematic way. And in 2015, Obama gave him the Presidential Rank Award for Distinguished Executive, one of the highest honors in government. But here's what didn't make the award ceremony. Homan wanted family separation as a deterrent. Obama's team rejected it. So when Democrats and progressives express contempt over Tom Homan doing what he does best, they're forgetting who trained, promoted, and awarded him. The machine was built under Obama.
Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous.
Trump just gave Homan permission to run it more efficiently. Here is where the story unfolds. In 2017, President Trump appointed Homan acting director of ICE. Arrests rose 38% in the first 5 months. Non-criminal detentions jumped 171%. Illegal immigration dropped to a 45-year low. He oversaw zero tolerance, the policy that separated over 3,000 children from their parents at the border. Homan called it necessary deterrence. Critics called it cruel. And then came the sound bites that made him famous.
If you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, but we're going to do it.
My gang's bigger than your gang. I'm sick of meeting angel moms and dads. You want to talk about family separation? They bury their children.
His supporters applaud his results, philosophy, and rhetoric. Opponents say it dehumanizes entire communities. Homan left ICE in 2018 with a Distinguished Service Medal, but he wasn't done. As White House border czar, Homan reports directly to President Trump. By April 2025, deportations had reached around 140,000. He's on track for more than 600,000 this year. But is this enough? Even at this fast pace, it would take over 15 years to undo what Biden did in just 4 years. On the other hand, border encounters have collapsed, in some months by as much as 96%. Homan is pushing for 10,000 new ICE agents, invoking the Alien Enemies Act for gang removals and targeting sanctuary cities. His recent deployment to Minnesota, amid tensions over immigration records and a shooting incident, echoes controversies we covered in our Ilhan Omar breakdown. Supporters say this means safer streets and restored sovereignty. Critics warn of labor shortages, family separations, and economic costs in the trillions. Most of us are shocked to watch the needless loss of life as ICE agents attempt to do their job. Tom Homan bridges two eras. To conservatives, he's a patriot enforcing the law and protecting Americans. To progressives, he's a symbol of cruelty and division. His story raises a deeper question. Is aggressive enforcement the answer to border security? Or does it go too far? What do you think? From small-town cop to the man leading the largest deportation push in history, Tom Homan has spent decades enforcing immigration law. And if this video helped you understand more about him, like the video, subscribe and hit the bell for more breakdowns like this. Comment below, hero or villain, and check out our Ilhan Omar video next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
I don't give a what you think about me.